Ladies and gentlemen, I am Madeline, and today we're taking a look at a couple new things that I didn't cover in the last episode. Now, I don't expect this episode to be too terribly long, because I don't have too much planned, but I did want to go ahead and show off a couple things that I was working on as well, which actually Dresnar was working on. In this particular mod pack, there is an awesome mod called, I think it's called Soul Shards. Oh man, I feel bad now. I think it's called Soul Shards. But anyway, it has to do with Soul Shards. As you can see here, I have a Soul Shard in my old basement with its now defunct engines off, not doing anything. Dresnar actually turned into what's going to be our spawn factory for blazes. I have, as you can see here, a tier 5 blaze Soul Shard. It says I've killed 1,024 blazes. Well, that's not entirely true. The way this works, the way this particular mod works, rather, is it absorbs the souls of the enemies that you kill into these soul shards. Now, a soul shard is made in this thing, Soul Forge. It takes 1 diamond, and you get 3 empty soul shards. And to cook the diamond in the soul forge, you need corrupted essence, and you get that through combining glowstone and vile dust. And vile dust is made from smelting soul sand. So very cool. I believe you need 8 corrupted essence to go through one full diamond. It takes about 10 minutes. But after that 10 minutes, if you have enough corrupted essence, which I recommend, I believe it's a minimum of 8 corrupted essence to be able to burn through the entire process. But I just went ahead and tossed a bunch in there just to be safe. Because I actually went through the whole process once, and I only had 7. It didn't go through. I don't know why. I knew it was 8, but for some reason I only put 7 in there. And it didn't work. So if that's any notice of whether it works or not properly, there you go. It does. So anyway, moving on. Now, what are we going to do with this soul shard? What's the point? Well, the point is that with a tier 4 or 5 soul shard, you can make a spawner of some sort for that particular monster. Now, the difference between tier 4 and 5, tier 4 cannot be controlled by redstone. Tier 5 can be controlled by redstone, which means we can turn it on and off, which would be ideal. So in a future episode, I'm going to turn this into a blaze farm. I'm going to dump water on the ground. If you're familiar with Direwolf 20, he pretty much the same thing he did. I'm kind of following him along with him and just kind of adapting the stuff that he's doing into my own like works and needs, because I don't know, I'm not super good with these mods, but I want to at least, you know, help people out that you know, need some help, maybe need some ideas, or you know, just want to watch me play Minecraft. But there you go. I think I'm making it interesting, as interesting as I can anyway. So yeah, this will be an awesome blaze spawner, so we can farm the blazes and get all their rods, and we can do lots of different things with that. And we can also, it'll be nice because we'll be able to make a bunch of these with a bunch of different mods. Either that, or we'll just make a void world. But right now, we need blaze rods. So we'll take care of that later on. That I'll probably be doing pretty soon, actually, because I have everything I need. The cage is built. The soul shards are there. I just need to get all the components to get it to properly work. What else did we do? I pointed out... Oh, yeah, we didn't look at our new Nexus. Now, what's a Nexus? Well, a Nexus is... it's not any particular item or thing. It's just what we call the area where we keep all of our different Thaumcraft books. Did I mention that we found a stronghold? We found a stronghold. We haven't done anything yet. I went to the Nether, or went to the end by accident for a couple seconds, and then I left because I'm not actually sure how to leave. So I had to like die because I'm not familiar with the end or the end mechanics. So yeah, that kind of sucked because I don't quite remember how to get back out of the end. I think once you're in the end, you're in the end. Like there you go, you're stuck unless you like do some stuff, which I don't remember. I don't quite remember. But anyway, I don't have a book there yet, but I will. Not super worried about it right now. But we have White's house, because he moved out of Drez's house. Wiki's house, which is still working in Drez's house. So we've been to Drez's house a million times. We've been to Wiki's house before. It's the same thing, just a lot bigger. But White's house... White is building a big old cave. And I think it looks really badass. And has a lot going for it. I'll show you where it is when we walk out. But anyway, he's got this big room dug out. He's digging out all the marble, really clearing it out. He's got a lot of cool things planned. Probably Deadpool themed, considering that that's his skin. But yeah, I like it. I hope he does something really cool with it. And then if you're wondering where it's at, it's actually inside here. See? There's Ryu. Oh man, I'm pretty sure it's Ryu. I really hope I'm not wrong. And then the massive tree, which is coming along quite nicely. And the vines have almost completely overtaken it. He's got funny signs. Nothing suspicious back here. Though honestly, the glass makes it seem pretty damn suspicious. I don't know. I hope he makes. I hope he does like a really cool entranceway or something like that. We'll see. Stop. There isn't anything here, sir. I believe you're lying to me, because I was just down here. Oh God, I need to fix this. I'm bumping my head. Don't worry, I put the torches back. Oh no, it's bouncing down the stairs. No, it's bouncing down the stairs. I really needed to fix those because I was smacking my head on the ceiling and that irritates me. Anyway, continuing on. Oh, what's that say? Fine, welcome to my cave. Yeah. Real cool. Real cool. So anyway, back to the Nexus. Let's go take a look at Wiki's house. See what he's got going on. Not too much. He's just making multiple floors. I think this will be real cool as well once it's done. Though I think it might be kind of difficult to add rooms and stuff for machines and everything. That might be kind of difficult. So anyway, back to Lanolin's Sexy Shack. We're back. I still haven't done anything with this. This is still here. If I had a kick-ass chicken that would walk over here and then bounce all the way back over there. And then he'd swim back and then bounce back over there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but if I didn't, you know, there it is. I tend to repeat myself a lot, but that's because I spend so much, like, there's so much I do in between episodes that I sometimes forget what happened in the last episode. I should probably review. We made a village world to find villages so we can steal their books and apiaries. And I was looking for some more Thaumcraft stuff, but there wasn't anything. We found a couple villages, and neither one of them had the Thaumcraft. Well, I think one had a Thaumcraft villager, but no tower, which made me sad because the tower has the lost fragments. I think you can trade for the lost fragments, but you can get lost fragments in the tower as well, along with a couple items, which have been really nice because you actually can get like real items too, not just random crap. Like you can get like the boots or maybe a wand or something like that. So that's definitely something to look out for whenever you come across the new village. Back here I've got a little bit of automation. As you can see, I got some pipes back there. They're all iron pipes, making sure that everything, as soon as it's done, it gets shipped out. Other than the pulverizer, I switch it back and forth between sending it out and sending it over to the furnace, because you can, you know, obviously change which direction it goes. But right now I've mostly been pulverizing dust and things to make a lot of the redstone circuitry down here. The thermal expansion redstone stuff requires you to do some stuff that's kind of expensive, like pulverizing obsidian and getting some of the lead and combining it together to make the hardened glass. And woo, it's quite the task. Or maybe not the task, but it's definitely resource intensive. Like this thing wasn't cheap. That's for damn sure. It wasn't overly expensive, but it definitely wasn't cheap. Good. Everything's looking quite nice. I plan on doing more down here, but currently this is all that's down here. I'm probably going to set up some geothermal generators so I can use some of this excess lava. I'll probably make another one of these that I can carry around with me, because what's nice is even though you see it's filled with the 600,000 Minecraft joules, you can break that shit off. There it is. It still has its fully charged and its settings. And you can put it wherever. There you go. So it's like a really, really big battery. It's a big battery with wires that like to connect to pretty much everything. Like they play nice with a lot of different mods, which is really nice. It makes this thing a lot easier to use. It makes it more universal. So that's essentially what it is. It's like a big universal battery, which is fucking sweet. Fucking sweet. So this thing is pretty much done. Like it doesn't have anything to do. So what we're gonna go ahead and make is a lever so we don't have to constantly have this timer going, because like I mentioned before with the sheep farm, too many timers will cause problems. So once we actually start getting the geothermal generators filling up a couple MFEs with power, we can let this thing run a little bit longer for more often, because currently, like this right here is mostly meant to be a buffer in between the nether and then the liquid transposer and then this. It's meant to be like a couple buffers just to ensure that we always have lava regardless. So if we start running, once we start seeing this going down, that's when we need to turn this back on. Or even more so when this starts running out. That's when we need to start, you know, letting production go again. But that's more stuff that I'm going to do, most likely off camera. I may set up some of the stuff on camera, but currently it's difficult to talk and build stuff at the same time. Like craft some of the stuff. That's the only issue that I have. I'm not fluid enough in making some of these items, so I'm not able to craft too much on camera, or else it would just be me screwing up trying to remember how to build whatever it is over and over and over again while talking, like while still maintaining like audible sound. Because that all would be coming out of my mouth is and this that's no fun. So once I get a little bit more well established in building these things, then I'll come on and build a lot of stuff with you guys. So anyway, I don't have a timer, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut here, see what else I can maybe do on camera, check my time, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're doing pretty good on time, and actually good enough that I'm gonna make something with you guys. Oh man. So let's find an open. I need to make just I need regular crafting tables over here. Actually, are there automatic crafting tables? Because I actually really like using those. Yeah, there are. Let's make some automatic crafting tables. Now, what's nice about the automatic crafting tables is that they work really well with machines to automate the crafting of certain things, hence the name automatic crafting table. But they're also really useful for just regular everyday crafting, because like the project table, you can put stuff in here and it won't fall out when you build it, when you leave. So we need 4 gears. That's easy enough to make. So let's find ourselves, there we go. We need, there you go, 4 gears, because 1 gear needs 4 sticks. So there you go. You pretty much just use however many wood planks you need. So if you need, for however many gears you need. So if you need 4 gears, you use 8 wood planks. And then just a regular old crafting table. No problem. Surround that with the gears. You get automatic crafting table. Really, really useful. Where do you want to put it? I think I'm going to put it right here. Now, we are going to make a canvas bag. I can't wait till we can make alchemical bags. But currently there's no recipe. At least not what I can see. And I don't really feel like looking it up. I'm sure it's something we might be able to make, but I'll look into it later. But for now, canvas bag worked just fine. To make canvas, you need string. A bunch of string surrounded by a stick. Or a stick surrounded by a bunch of string, rather. And actually, I know I'm making it in here, but actually I think it might be easier to make it in a project table. Ha ha ha. Because we need 8 of these. We need 8 canvas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I made that automatic crafting table just to not even use it. I'll use it. I'll use it for the canvas bag. And I'll show you. See? It doesn't fall out. And how I mentioned about the engines while I go get some food before I start starving to death. Where's my food chest? There it is. Ooh, I need to cook up this raw chicken. But yes, like I was saying, I mentioned that the automatic crafting tables work really well with machines. You can hook up redstone engines to the machines, and you can make like a little line of automatic crafting tables and redstone engines, because the redstone engines, you can set them up to pump items out of the automatic crafting tables, kind of like chests, like they would pump stuff out of chests. But you can, like, say I set up a bunch of like if I set one crafting table full of how to make canvas attached to a redstone engine that pumped out just canvas, and then I had this automatic crafting table set up with the canvas, and then I could have it I could automate making tons of canvas bags. So anyway, since we don't really want to do that, but What's nice about the canvas bag is it's like a little chest in your inventory where you can keep important tools. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw our screwdriver, our crescent hammer, our minium stone, and the rest of this, and our bucket. And throw our bucket in there because it's always good to have a bucket on you. You never know when you need a bucket. I can't think of how many times I've needed a bucket or wish I had a bucket and not had one. So keep a bucket on you. You never go wrong. So we can keep all of our important tools in our canvas bag rather than having them take up a whole bunch of space in our inventory. Whoop. So there we go. Saving ourselves a little bit of room. And every time anytime we need any of these tools, we know exactly where to get it. So I think we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. I know it wasn't a very long one. Not as long as they usually are. But I think this is a good time to go ahead and wrap up. Since we don't have really much anything to get started with. I'm not ready to start with anything. So I will be back next episode. Hopefully with the Blaze farm finished. And we might have some geothermal generators down here generating us a whole bunch of power that we can use to hopefully eventually make a quarry or something. I have a Mistcraft age ready to go. It's not a dense ore age. It's a regular age that we'll be able to continuously use. It's nice and simple. Shouldn't lag too much, but I definitely need to get some chunk loaders over there so we can get our quarry going, so we can get some infinite materials. We also might have an automatic sorting system set up. Maybe. It depends on our resources. We might need to get the quarry set up before we set up the sorting system, which would suck. I would prefer to get the automatic sorting system set up first before we set up a quarry, so we don't have to worry about, you know, items everywhere and having to manually sort everything. So we shall see. We shall see how things go. Or we might not have any of that stuff done, and I might decide to do an episode on something completely different. But we shall see. I might do an episode on setting up the Blaze farm, but we'll get to that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Lanolin. This has been Feed the Beast, Direwolf 20 mod pack. And I will see you guys next time. As always, like and favorite if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.